Welcome to Gold is Where You Find It, and it's time for another hour of raw, unedited gold prospecting footage. And I'm here in South Carolina trying out a new spot. And there's gold here, but it's not the best gold in the world. And as a matter of fact, the last hour out of the 3 hours that I just did, I spent the whole hour digging under that tree because I had a decent test pan because it's right on top of bedrock and it's flour gold, but the third hour was far worse than the first 2 hours. So what I'm gonna do for the next hour, instead of setting my sluice box back up and running a bunch of material for 5 specs, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna test pan. I'm gonna test different areas along here and see if I can find where the decent pans came from, because it's not under that tree unless it's just like a really small little concentrated area. So we are going to test around, and I'm thinking that, so here's the bedrock right here. I've been scraping the bedrock here. The first 2 hours I kind of stuck more into this area, and for whatever reason I decided to try to clear the overburden under that tree. That wasn't that great of an idea because it didn't work out. But that's gold prospecting for you, and it's raw and unedited, so you guys see the bad days and the good days. And it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get our pan, get to testing. Let's get to testing. And I know that this inside bin has got gold in it. All this is tailings from me sluicing right here in the middle of the stream. So we're not going to dig in the middle of the stream. Look how beautiful this bedrock is over here. Granitic gneiss with all the stripes in it. It's beautiful. And it's over here too, and there's quartz veins, and we're just scraping the top. That's what we were doing. And so that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to take another pan from over here instead of down there, because over here seemed to be a little bit better. And let's find out. Let's do a pan from right here, and if that doesn't work out, we'll do a pan from somewhere else. So this is the bedrock here. And we're just going to scrape it. Take what little gravel there is on top of bedrock. And I'm going to go pan it out over there where the water is a little deeper. And see what this pan has in store for us. Going to need our finishing pan today because the gold is very small, very small. So that's what this next hour is going to be about. Where's the best pan for this area? All right. So pan number 1, scraping the bedrock. See, there's more gravel here. There wasn't that much gravel under the tree, which was kind of interesting. I did a test pan there, and it was okay. It was okay. 5 or 6 colors in a pan. But then after that, I got more colors in the test pan than I did in the whole hour. So what's up with that? Alright, we're going to go to the finishing pan now. About there on pan number 1. Alright, let's see. I got a suspicion that that's where the better material was. Okay. Okay, and didn't get skunked, but might as well be a skunk. Let me show you. Might as well be a skunk. I think I saw one color with the naked eye. Let's see what we can see when we zoom in. See, there's one color, but man, that's about it. That might be one right there. Well, one color, not gonna happen. Not gonna make it happen. Goodness, I mean, if you zoom out, you can barely see it. Let me see, right there. That's not even it. Yeah, it is. All right, right up there in the corner, actually, and then that one right there. Okay, 2 colors. 2 colors. All right, let's try a different spot. 2 colors ain't doing it. Okay. So, should probably throw that one back so it can get bigger. I don't know if I'm going to be saving any of the gold from this hour, unless I get a really good pan. We're just going to mess around. So, why don't you hang out with me while we mess around? And smash the like button if you haven't already done that. Alright. A lot of sand here. A lot of sand. Whew. Okay. What are we thinking? So let's just, for the heck of it, let's try to scrape this bedrock where I just dug for hours. Because it was weird. I had a test pan that was decent. And then I got lots of pans that are nothing. That's bedrock. Scraping bedrock. Alright. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. See what we got. South Carolina gold. It exists. But I might as well be in Athens. That's what this reminds me of, being in Athens. Athens, Georgia. You can find gold, but you don't find a lot. The amount of quartz and igneous and metamorphic rock here means that you're probably going to have some traces of gold, but it's not the main gold-bearing area that's in the Piedmont of the Appalachians. It's not on that gold belt. Pan number 2, let's go. Okay. switch over to the small pan. Alright, let's hope it's better than the last one. Well, I don't know. If it's better than the last one, I'm going to be kind of surprised because I dug there for an hour and got very little gold. Alright, let's check it. Check it out. See what we got. Is that gold? I think it might be. I don't know. But we're going to have to zoom in to see it because it's definitely nearly microscopic, if it's there at all. So we're going to have to try something different. Let's see. I swear I saw it. Where is it? Where is it? It's not here. We're gonna call that one a skunk, I believe. Skunked. Well, that makes me feel a little better. Definitely makes me feel a little better in a way, because I just dug there for an hour, and so that's a consistent result. Hardly any gold, if any. All right. So let's try, how about where the big rocks are? Normally you'd say big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. There's big rocks right there. And they're eroding out of the bank here. So we'll try that just for the heck of it. I'm gonna get my shovel rod from down here. Let's go. Let's see. Let's grab my pan. Okay. Under the big rocks. And it's goopy. Goopy material is often what I look for, you know, in some of the better areas that I dig. And so this is more consistent with what I would normally pick. So, but I was told to come down here and that the sand is where it is. And there was gold in the sand, so I spent some time doing that. And man, that really didn't work out so well. Ooh, scratched myself somehow. All right, That's more like a pan full of gravel that I would normally expect to have gold in it. Bigger rocks and goop. Let's see, is pan number 2 going to be better? On pan number 3, going to be better than 1 and 2? Let's find out. A lot of black sand. Lots of black sand in that pan. See, that sand I was digging in has chunky black sand in it. So that's one reason I was thinking that it would still be okay, because heavies like to stick together. So chunky pieces of iron, you know, looks like a good sign to me. This is real chunky iron here though. Real chunky. It's all chunky. It makes sense. It's a pile of big rocks. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there's a nice little piece in there, relatively speaking. Let me tap it over here so y'all can see it. That's definitely one of the bigger pieces that we found today. Let me see if I can show it to y'all. Let's try to zoom here. Oh yeah. If it would focus, which it's not. Okay, let's zoom back out and try that again. Setting it down. Okay, let's go over here and take a look. Oh, don't fall, buddy. Don't fall. You can see it from there without zooming. Well, that's actually wide angle. Okay, there's 1x. There's 5x. Look at that. Hey, we found gold. We found gold. That's one of the bigger pieces, too. That's big enough to snuff her up, I think. Nice. That's big enough to snuff her. Okay. We'll add it to our South Carolina snuffer. Okay. So let's continue right there, because I like what I just saw. So this is more standard what I would think. Goopy material with big rocks. You know? Yeah, I'll take that. 100. Let's just see. I think there's probably some more in there too. Not really. Like 1 or 2 micro pieces. That's it. Okay, but makes it worth doing another pan in that same area, doesn't it? That's what I'm thinking. Let's do one more right from the same exact spot. All right. Yeah, goopy. That's what I'm after. It's the type of material I like. What's up, little crawdad? There's a little crawfish in there. All right. Pan that one out. Okay. Maybe that little guy's got some brothers and sisters. Let's see if that piece of gold has some brothers and sisters. Yeah, this is a lot better than sand. This is the type of material I would normally pick. But you know, I had test pans with 5, 6, 10 colors in them. So I was thinking we were okay. And we did get gold. Okay, so it's not like we got skunked for the day. The last hour was horrendous though. Not horrendous in terms of the experience. I still got good exercise hanging out in a creek and had fun. The challenge of prospecting. Like I said, you know, if these were edited videos, I probably would just leave that last hour out of it, you know, but we're showing the whole thing. If I'm out prospecting, I'm going to record it and upload it. So sometimes I don't do great. Sometimes I do real good. I've never really got on any great gold here in South Carolina though. I've had gold, but not really good amounts compared to the Georgia gold belt. Okay, finishing pan. Same thing, lots of really chunky black sand. I mean, that's a lot. Chunky black sand. Large granules of black sand and a piece of lead. Okay. Piece of lead. Lead goes in the snuffer. Lead always goes in the snuffer. Because it just does. See right here. Nice piece of lead. We save our lead. If you're not finding lead, you're not prospecting. That's what the old timers would say. So, alright. That's good. Alright, that's good. Let's see. Come on. Let's get a nice piece. There's some gold. I mean, there's a piece right up here. Right there. I saw another one too, but before I lose that one, snuffer it. We're gonna take every little bit of South Carolina gold we can get. But that's not the only piece in the pan. I know it. I saw more. I thought I saw a decent one in there. Alright, let's pan it the rest of the way down just for the heck of it. Maybe that was the piece that I saw, but I thought I saw something else. And I must not have. That must be the one piece that I saw. I don't know. It looked bigger for a second. Okay. Let's do another one from right there. Why not? Alright. That one's gonna have a picker, watch. That one's gonna have a picker. Clean rocks. Man, keep hearing animals out here today. I feel like large animals are stalking me right now. Lots of those chunks of black sand. It's crazy. Huge pieces of black sand. Oh, there it is. More lead. Hey, you're not finding lead, you're not prospecting. We are finding lead. That one might not even be, that might be too big for the snuffer straw. Nope. Nice, we're lead mining. Okay, let's check it. All right. Looks like we got skunked. Looks like we got skunked on that one. Let's see here. How about on the other side of that rock pile? Like somewhere over there. really big rock here, you know, so really big rock. That's some sticky looking stuff, all right. All right, here we go. And pan it out. See how it pans out. Oh, there's definitely gray clay in there. Ooh. Ooh, a lot of clay in there. I got a feeling about this pan. Well, we're going to take our time and break up all the clay. Fully liquefy it. Lots of gray clay. And lots of mosquitoes. Goodness gracious. Get it all? Almost. Not quite. There's a big chunk right there. Yummy. Gotta get it all. Be that one ball of clay you don't break up, it's got a picker in it. All right, there we go. Sorry, Careless. She doesn't like it when I do that. Look how chunky that black sand is. My goodness. Yeah, I think the first and second hour, well, obviously, The first hour may have been the best, I'm not sure. But the third hour was abysmal. It's like 5 colors in an hour. That's all right though. Like I said, this is real prospecting. Is it? Is that a big piece? Is it? I can't quite tell. Right there. Oh, we're about to find out though. Let me finish. Okay. Oh, we got another piece of lead shot. This is Lead City over here. Alright, lead's gonna go in the snuffer. And the snuffer is where? Right here. Alright. Lead goes in the snuffer. Some old lead. Some white lead. Super oxidized. Might be another piece in there too. I hear it rattling in there. And look at that. We found a nice piece of gold. Look at that, y'all. I knew it was. Y'all see it? Boo, 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 boo. Oh, yeah. Oh. Woo. That one deserves an up-close zoom. Yeah. Big rocks, big gold. Little rocks, little gold. Now, I'm excited about this piece for where I am, because it's the biggest piece of the day. It's the biggest piece in 4 hours. So, look at that guy. Yeah, is that a feeler? I think that might be a feeler. You know what I'm saying? Big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. I mean, it's no surprise that I just found the biggest piece of the day where the biggest rocks are. So, I mean, that's pretty nice. Let's go over here and look closer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I feel it? Oh, yeah, I can feel it. That's a feeler. And look at that character and shape. And it's super coarse looking. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm liking that. Nice, look at that. That's wide angle. There's 1x. Not tiny. It's a feeler. We got a feeler. Okay. That's what's up, y'all. Man. Put y'all back on the tripod. Grab my snuffer bottle and suck it up. Suck it up. Yes. We got a piece big enough to feel. Yes, we did, ladies and gentlemen. Coarse little bit. Big enough to feel. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, was that the only piece in there? I don't know. Let's double check real fast. Probably was. Yep, that was the only piece in there. Hey, but you know, even a small bit like that still got me a little bit excited. You know? Seriously. A piece big enough to feel. All right. Well, maybe there's another one. Let's see if it has brothers and sisters. I have to break up more of this clay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to break up more clay. All right, but we're gonna break it up. All right. Let's see. We need some deeper water. Yeah, some deeper water. Right over here. Okay. I like it. 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 A little bit of redemption. A little bit of redemption for the day. Make sure there's no unbroken up hunks of clay in here. And there is. So let's go ahead and take care of that. All right. Get all that clay. Gray clay, red clay, brown clay, whatever kind of clay, just break it up. Just break it up. Clay stuck to rocks. Clean them off. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. They're not wrong. I spent a lot of time over there in that sandbar because it's on bedrock. And that wasn't the right play. That wasn't the right play, but we did get gold today, that's for sure. And any day of gold is better than a day on the couch eating chips. There's some ice cubes in here. Okay, even though I don't think they're that cool, Careless Whispers might. So, clear quartz goes in the pocket. And I'll let her be the judge. Man, there's some really clear quartz. If it was a point, I would definitely be like, yeah, we're keeping that. Where there's one, there's more. Let's get us another feeler. Oh, shoot, maybe we'll even get lucky to get a picker. You never know. If you don't know, then you don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say there. For a minute I had some Notorious B.I.G. on the brain, but it didn't really fit. The size of the black sand is just quite large. It really is out here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Time to take a look. And there's a piece of decent sized gold. When I say decent, I mean not microscopic. And it's right there. Okay, yeah, it's pretty small, but whatever. Still found gold. Alright. Super, actually it's very thin too. Still enough to snuff her. But it's one piece, you know? Okay. Yeah, that was it. One piece. One piece. But you know what? After finding that feeler, I don't think I'm going to give up on this. I think we're going to mess around over here in this big rock pile for another 15 minutes or so. And then at the end, we'll do a day snuffer dump, 4-hour snuffer dump, which basically you call it a 3-hour snuffer dump because hour number 3 was terrible. That's alright though. Still getting after it. There we go. All right. All right, let's go. Whew. Break it all up. Smash up all that clay. Get all that clay. Ooh, that's a real nice clear one. Ooh. Man, that one's super clear. Look at that. How clear that is. I'll hang on to that. I'll go in the pocket. We'll give Careless Whispers the option to keep that or not. Brought a little clear pieces in here. Deer? I think that's a deer, not a person. Hey deer, there's people out here. You might want to run away. If you're a bear, you definitely want to run away. A mountain lion, I'm kind of screwed. Probably would have never heard the mountain lion. All right, good enough. Check it out. On that particular pan, we got skunked on. It happens, but we could move like 1 foot to the left or right, and then all of a sudden find a fat picker. Right? Right. So let's see if we can do that. Let's go under this rock. Oh, that's a giant piece of quartz. That's a huge piece of quartz. Okay, here we go. We're running short on time. Got about, what, 7 minutes left? Pretty cool piece of quartz covered in mica. Although there was not really clay in that. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Probably would have done better today if I just panned all day. I don't know. Sluiced for 3 hours. But you know, this is a new area. And once I showed up here, I was committed to this area for the day. So now I know what to expect if I ever came back here, which I probably won't come back here because I'm moving to Ohio. So, I don't know. Not sure if I'll be digging in South Carolina in the future or not. I'm just going to ditch the finishing pan this time. I'm looking for big pieces now. Alright. And I don't see anything in there. So we got skunked. It happens. It happens. Alright. Let's see, do we do one more? I don't think we do. I think that's it. We're going to do a snuffer dump and show you what I got at this new spot in 4 hours. 4 hours of hard work. It's definitely hard work. Definitely got multiple pieces of lead, didn't we? Hey, don't run away, snuffer. You're not allowed to run away. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's just get these out of the way, actually. Right. These pieces of lead are going to make it real hard to show you the gold. Okay, now okay, we're getting the finishing pan for this. Where is it? This may be the least amount of gold that I've ever gotten in 4 hours. Ever. But that don't mean I'm not going to show you. We'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly in our hour-long gold prospecting videos. Okay. Alright, so there you go. That's it. 4 hours. But we did get a piece big enough to feel. So that's cool. And we didn't get skunked. We didn't get skunked. Could be worse. I could be at home eating chips on the couch all day. And I wasn't. I was outside playing in the creek. So, we're definitely going to snuff for that. Gold is gold. That's a fact. But I'm burnt out on this spot today. So, 4 hours is as much as I want to spend here. Well, I mean, in terms of getting gold. There's other places I can get gold. But if this was the best ground around, trust me, I'd still be out here. You know, if I was in an area that didn't have much gold at all, and I found that much gold, I'd be happy with it. I'd be happy. I'm still happy with it. I still got gold. So, that's what's up. Let me flip the camera around. But that's going to do it for another hour of raw and unedited gold prospecting footage. I hope you enjoyed it. Even though I didn't find a ton of gold, I did find a piece I could feel. So to me, that was good. If you could please go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss tomorrow's video, which I guarantee is going to be at a completely different place with a lot more gold. So that's for sure. Consider joining to become a member. Members get members only content, and every month I do a members only giveaway. So I'd appreciate if you check that out in addition to my merch store, which is goldiswhereyouFindit.com. But I appreciate you watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you really soon.